So, hello, namaskar to the all chemistry lovers, doctors, engineers of the near future. मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका स्वागत करता हूं केमिस्ट्री वाले चैनल पर रिगार्डिंग टू जस्ट coordination chemistry as a series of the different videos. Today we'll go with the second type of the just stereoisomerism as a optical isomerism. What is the meaning of optical isomerism and what should be, we will discuss properly. So this is the optical isomerism, second kind of the stereoisomerism, optical isomerism. Optical isomerism. If we'll go with the optical isomerism, then the meaning of isomerism is same molecular formula. So what we can say that having same molecular formula, but their mirror images are not superimposable. This is the best word, non superimposable or not superimposable, called as just optical isomers, and phenomenon is called as optical isomerism. Listen me carefully, students, because of it's a too important topic regarding to organic chemistry also. So optical isomerism means having same molecular formula but their mirror images are not superimposable. There are just following conditions for optical isomerism. Means optical isomerism के लिए particular क्या क्या conditions are required, what are the conditions are required, we will discuss. First, what is that? At least there should one of the bidentate ligand. This is the first condition. Means complex compound में एक तो bidentate ligand होना ही होना चाहिए. Second, transform of geometrical isomer will not optically active. Means we have discussed in previous video, there are two forms of the geometrical isomer as a cis and trans. So cis acts is the just optical isomerism while trans is not, because trans का particular mirror image जो बनेगा वो सुपर इम्पोज हो जाएगा. कैसे, we'll discuss. Just they should property of chirality. They should property of chirality. Chirality word was explained by the Lord Kelvin. According to him, just chirality is a Latin word, is developed by just care. Care means just like our hands. हमारे हाथों की तरह, means हम अगर इस हैंड को मिरर में देखते देन इट लुक्स लाइक एज फॉलोज, और इसको अगर देखा तो ये ऐसा कुछ दिखाई देगा, कुछ इस टाइप से पर्टिकुलर. बट दे आर नॉट सुपर इम्पोज, क्योंकि सुपर इम्पोज होने के लिए जरूरत है कि एक का वेंट्रल और दूसरे का डोर्सल हो, कुछ इस टाइप से, और फिर अंगूठे के नीचे अंगूठा आए, देन इट विल बी सुपर इम्पोज, बट दिस इज नॉट सुपर इम्पोज. सो कायरलिटी होनी चाहिए. मीन्स लाइक इस हैंड का ग्लव्स हम इस हैंड में और इस हैंड का पर्टिकुलर कायरलिटी को समझे कि इस हैंड का ग्लव इस हैंड में और इस हैंड का ग्लव इस हैंड में नहीं पहन सकते. मीन्स दे आर नॉट सुपर इम्पोजिबल. देन दैट कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड एज chirality. So there should be presence of chirality. Fourth property, there should not any kind of just you can say symmetry. Means molecule में पर्टिकुलर प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री, एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री और सेंटर ऑफ सिमेट्री नहीं होनी चाहिए. किसी भी टाइप का कोई भी सिमेट्रिक एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं होना चाहिए. नाउ द फिफ्थ कंडीशन, what should be required? There should presence of just optical activity, means there should presence of optical activity. This is the optical activity, means what is the meaning of optical activity? We'll discuss. The meaning of optical activity is whenever this is the simple light, this is the simple light, and when we will pass this light through the Nicol prism, which was discovered by William Nicol. It's an optical device also. विलियम निकोल के थ्रू एक्सप्लेन किया गया था निकोल प्रिज्म. तो ये पोलराइजर की तरह काम करता है, जो कि डिस्पर्जन के थ्रू पर्टिकुलर सिंपल लाइट को प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट में चेंज कर देता है. लाइक दिस, द मीनिंग ऑफ प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट, टाइप ऑफ लाइट इन विच its particle vibrates in a particular plane, that is called as plane polarized light. Plane polarized light. And whenever we'll pass this kind of the light through the compound, suppose that compound is over here in a sample tube where we will took the compound in the form of liquid. जब इस प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट को उस कंपाउंड से पास किया, देन इट बिहेव्स लाइक दिस. देयर मेड टू कंडीशंस, लिसन मी केयरफुली, इट्स टू इम्पॉर्टेंट. देयर मेड टू कंडीशंस. फर्स्ट, नो चेंज इन पीपीएल में कोई चेंज नहीं आया. नो चेंज इन पीपीएल. चेंज इन PPL, plane polarized light, then that will totally optically inactive. उसमें कोई optical isomerism exist नहीं करेगी. But if there is following change like this, either maybe as follows or like this, these are the two conditions. That may rotate as follows. इसका रोटेशन कर दे वो कंपाउंड जो कि आपने सैंपल ट्यूब में लिया है, कुछ इस टाइप से या कुछ इस टाइप से. मीन्स मार्कर को देखिए पर्टिकुलर, या तो वो इसको रोटेट कर दे यूं, देन दिस इज कॉल्ड एज क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज रोटेशन, लाइक दिस, in the opposite direction of the just clock. So this is called as anti-clockwise. Then if the compound rotates to the plane polarized light in clockwise direction, then that is called as dextro rotatory or D or plus form. And if rotates in anti-clockwise direction, then that is called as levorotatory form, या L form, or you can say minus form also. The rotation will be with the angle will be as a alpha. For dextrorotatory it will be positive, and for levorotatory it will be negative. So there should be following conditions as a optical isomerism or optical isomer. One of the is your, at least there should be just bidentate ligand, at least one bidentate ligand. Trans form of the geometrical isomer will not optically active. Just there should property of chirality होनी चाहिए molecule में. There should not any kind of the just plane of symmetry, or you can say center of symmetry, or just axis of symmetry. There should presence of optical activity, means optical activity को पर्टिकुलर जो डिस्कवर किया था वो अरेगो ने किया था, बायोट ने ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड में एक्सप्लेन किया था. तो उसने ये एक्सप्लेन किया कि इफ द सब्सटेंस रोटेट्स टू द प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट, then that will be as a optically active, and if there is optically active and if there is no change in PPL, then it will be just optically inactive. ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव होगा तो या तो क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करेगा तो डी फॉर्म होगा, और अगर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करता है देन इट विल बी एज अ जस्ट एल फॉर्म. डी फॉर्म को प्लस फॉर्म और एल फॉर्म को माइनस फॉर्म भी कहते हैं पर्टिकुलर। रिमेंबर वन थिंग, ये जो पीपीएल बना है वो कैसे बना है कि किसी भी सिंपल लाइट को हम निकोल प्रिज्म से पास कर दें। दिस इज द निकोल प्रिज्म, इट वाज discovered by Nicol prism. It was discovered by William Nicol, and according to him it is made up of just calcite, tourmaline or topaz also, and it will be two prism. It's a biprismatic structure. This is one of the prism, this is the another prism. दोनों को कनाडा वाल्सन पे अटैच करके अफिक्स करके और इस बाइप्रिज्मेटिक स्ट्रक्चर का फॉर्मेशन करते हैं। तो उसे पास करने पर वो सिंपल लाइट एक पर्टिकुलर प्लेन में वाइब्रेट करने लग जाती है, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट। So these are the conditions for the just optical isomerism. Now with the further, so what we can say that it will formation of the two isomer during just your optical isomerism. One of the D form as a dextrorotatory, another L form levorotatory. Dextrorotatory form is a just you can say dextrorotatory is the Latin word which means clockwise rotation, and levorotatory which means anti-clockwise rotation. So both of are very important, and this is the just last video regarding to your isomerism. So if we'll go with the just there are two isomers, two optical isomers, one of the D form, D or you can say plus form, and another is your L form. This is your minus form also. So what we can say that just there will two isomer regarding to optical isomerism, one of the D and another L. Both are also known as due to mirror image of each other. These also called as enantiomers. And enantiomers, what is the basic property difference between them? Both exist different rotation angle, one of the clockwise, another anti-clockwise, and rest all the chemical and physical property will be same. This is the major difference between enantiomers. They are mirror images. Means they rotate the plane polarized right either in clockwise or anti-clockwise. This is the major difference. But similarity, all the physical and chemical properties remain same. If we'll go with the important word, then we can say equalomolar mixture of both D and L form. Equalomolar mixture means 50% as a D form and 50% as a L form, called as racemic mixture, or we can call it just plus minus mixture, or we can call it DL mixture also. This mixture will totally optically inactive, means this mixture will not optically active. Why? Because of both exist same. This mixture exists equal form of the D and L form, so they cancel their rotation in opposite direction. This factor is called as just you can say external compensation. So mixture will not optically active because both form cancels their rotation, such factor is called as external compensation. External compensation. This is the most important word. ये आपको लर्न रखना है. एक्सटर्नल कंपनसेशन के कारण पर्टिकुलर डीएल मिक्सचर ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव नहीं होगा. If we'll go with the possible formulae, then these are the possible formulae as optical isomerism. Possible formulae. As a possible formulae, it will be your just MA2 AA2B2 as a coordination number 6, and another is your MAA whole 3. These two formulae are regarding to just coordination number 6. Coordination number 6. So first of all, we'll go with the first formula as a MAA2B2. जस्ट हर एक टॉपिक को आप शेयर करते रहें, ये पढ़ते रहें, बिकॉज ऑफ हर एक चीज को एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं प्रॉपरली. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल गो विद द फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला, दैट इज योर MAA2B2. Just in previous video we have discussed about the geometrical isomer of this formula as a MAA2B2. It will two forms of this compound. One of the cis form and another it will be your trans form. So this is the first formula, MAA2B2. A bond A is your bidentate ligand, and this is the B is your monodentate ligand. Monodentate ligand. If we'll go with the just structure, then these are as follows. This is your M, this is your square, and above the plane, below the plane. Another form as a transform will be as follows. This is the metal atom. These are the above the plane and below the plane. These are as follows. A bond A as a bidentate ligand. A bond A. This is the A bond A. This is your B. And another cis form. This is the transform. Transform. If we'll go with the cis form, then this is the B and B. And this is your AA. This is your AA. This is the cis form. So if we'll go with the transform, then it will be totally superimposed. How we'll take the next sharing, कैसे superimpose हो जाता है. So this is the M. I'm going to tell you. We can take over here as follows. This is your M as a central metal atom. This is the above the plane and this is the below the plane, and A bond A, so that's why A and A. This is the A bond A bidentate ligand, BB as a monodentate ligand. This is your mirror. This is your mirror. Then the mirror image will be same like this. This is the M. This is the A bond A. This is your A bond A. Above the plane B and below the plane B. So both are just mirror image, but they are superimposed. Either इस मॉलिक्यूल को एज इट इज रखा या फोल्ड करके रखा तो भी ये सुपर इम्पोज हो रहा है. एंड सुपर इम्पोज हो रहा है, देन विल से ऑप्टिकली इनएक्टिव. Optically inactive form means trans isomer will not as a just optical isomer. And we have discussed regarding to condition. What is that? Just transform is not an optical active form because it exists plane of symmetry. If we'll go with the cis form, then regarding to cis form of the compound, this will be your cis form, and how its mirror image. Let's see. This is the BB, this is the AA, this is the AA, and its mirror image will be as follows. This is the mirror image will be as follows. This is the square, this is the M, this is the above the plane and below the plane, B and B form. This is your A and A form as a ligand, A and A ligand. This is the D form regarding to this, and this will be as a L form. Means we can say that this is the plus form, this is the minus form. So this was regarding to the first formula MAA2B2. Now the time to discuss about the example regarding to MAA2B2. Now you can form the both of the two isomers as a D and L. Listen me carefully. We'll take the comparison with this structure. So as an example, we can take CO. This is the En whole 2 Cl2. This is the plus charge. You can say dichloride of bis ethane 1,2-diamine cobalt third ion. So these are the mirror image. This is the CO cobalt above the plane and below the plane. This is the mirror. This is the mirror, and this is the mirror form, or you can say enantiomer. We'll keep the En over here. This is the En. This is your again second En. Both of the Cl are over here. Charge is your plus, and its mirror image will be Cl. This is the En. This is the En. Here will charge +1. So this is called as D form, and this is called as L form. So this was about the just your D and L form regarding to MAA2B2. Now I would like to go with the next formula, that is MAA whole 3, where A bond A is your bidentate ligand having two legacy or just two donor atom. If we'll go with the just D and L formula regarding to this, then the structure will be as follows. And this is the entire part of the your optical isomerism and isomerism also. In the next video we'll go with the just your bonding in complex compound. So regarding to this, it will be your as follows. This is the one of the form. This is the another, and this is the central metal atom as a M. This is the central metal atom as a M. This is the above the plane, below the plane, above the plane and below the plane. Now the time to share with the just ligands. We can keep A bond A over here like this. This is the A and this is the A bidentate ligand. This is your A and this is your A bidentate ligand. This is your A and A bidentate ligand. Then this will be as a D form of the compound as a plus form, and another its mirror image will be as follows. This is the mirror, and in the mirror form will be like this. This is the A and A like this, A and A like this. So this is called as L form. This was regarding to your just the L form for the MAA whole 3. Now we'll go with the example. As an example, we can take COEN whole 3. This is the plus 3. We can call it just tris ethane 1,2-diamine, cobalt 3rd ion. For this, the 2 form will be as follows. कुछ इस टाइप से समझेंगे. Like this. This is the mirror image. This is your mirror, and mirror image will be as follows. This is the CO cobalt. There are 3 of En, so above the plane and below the plane. This is the En, ethane 1,2-diamine. This is another En. This is another 3rd En like this. So this is the D form with the charge +3. चार्ज को रखना ना भूलें. अगर भूल भी जाते हैं तो यहाँ मेटल एटम का चार्ज रख दें, एंड दैट इज द +3. बाकी सबको लीव कर दें. एंड दिस इज द अनदर मिरर फॉर्म विल बी एज फॉलोज. दिस इज द En. दिस इज योर En, and this is your En, and here is the charge +3. This is your D form, while this is the L form. So students, it was the just optical isomer of the COEN just whole 3 +3 as a formula MAA whole 3, and it was the entire part of the just isomerism as a video 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, so on. We'll meet in the next video with the new topic as a just bonding in complex compound. So इसी टाइप से मेरे साथ बने रहिए, अपना सपोर्ट यूँ देते रहिए, वीडियोस को कंटिन्यू देखते रहिए, शेयर करते रहिए मैक्सिमम, जिससे कि किसी दूसरे की भी हेल्प हो सके. टिल देन, शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद.